Okay, this is part two. We're going to try to write some lyrics to go with this songwriting idea. And I did a little work without you. I got started ahead of time so you wouldn't be wasting time watching me brainstorm. It doesn't take too long, but I just don't like dead hours and talking, okay? So I guess the most important thing when you think about the lyrics is you want to write something that means something to you. Not something that rhymes. That's not the most important thing. A song doesn't have to rhyme, although I usually teach it people in the beginning. Let's get them all to rhyme because it's easier to have a form that you recognize and other people recognize too. But you don't want to be looking for a rhyming word, okay? You want to get some words out that mean something, okay? Let me see if I can show you an example of how this works mechanically, okay? And a professional poet who published 25 books or so, taught me this. He came to our school and taught me this. I didn't do it this way before, but once he showed me, I was able to use it to show others how to do the creative process. So I wrote this out. I was going to say I want to be a songwriter, but songwriter sounded more difficult to rhyme. So I changed that to a simpler phrase. I want to write a song because I thought, let's keep it simple to begin with, okay? And song is pretty easy to rhyme, although not as easy as I thought it would be. Song, long, wrong, gone. It doesn't have to be an exact rhyme. In fact, my favorites are near rhymes. I think that's true for most adults. Kids like the exact rhymes. Adults, we like a near rhyme. An exact one sounds like a kid's song. Fun, there's a good example of a near rhyme, but not a rhyme. John, I don't usually use names, but you never know. Ton, gong, probably not, unless you're writing a kid's song. Furlong, I don't think so, but what came to mind, I wrote it out. Kong, as in King Kong. Okay, so yeah, like I said, not as many as I thought I was going to get. Okay, but remember, it might not be. This wouldn't be your only rhyme in a song. You don't rhyme the same word over and over again. So, but this is how you can do it mechanically. So you give yourself a brainstorm list, and these are the things you can draw from later. But they don't dictate to you what you're going to say. They just become words that you could use, okay? You're only going to use a couple of them. You're not going to use them all, okay? And then I went ahead, I showed you that. I went ahead and wrote out a little bit of a verse. Can you see that? My sunlight's kind of reflecting in here. And then once again, just 'cause I didn't want to waste your time watching me think of melodies and stuff. And the first time I thought of a melody, it was very similar to one I'd heard before, so I got rid of that one. And so let me see if I can remember what I wrote down here. I want to write a song, something pretty, not too long, full of wisdom and love, a song for you. I want to write a song, something witty and fun, full of hope, full of joy, just for you. So I don't have the last part written down there, but it just sounds like it might fit, okay? And you can always change it later. It's not sacred. It's not it's not the Bible. You don't have to sweat it out and get every word right. And if someone takes your song and changes a word, don't worry about it, okay? It's meant to be that way. It's kind of like a nice tie. It's going to get spots on it. Okay. All right. So some things I wanted to show you. I like internal rhymes. Let's see if there's any in here. I like internal rhymes a lot, and so I use them a lot. You may not. Okay. I want to write a song, something pretty, not too long. No internal rhyme there yet. Full of wisdom and love, because that's what I want to talk about. Okay. Something that means something. A song for you, and now it starts to sound like it might be a romance. Might be a romantic song, which I didn't know that when I began, okay? I want to write a song, something witty. Now, witty rhymes with pretty. It's not an internal rhyme. It's not in the same line, but you can see that the organization is there. Is that it? Witty and pretty. So I use previous verse to dictate this one. And another thing, I didn't do it here, but you have to count syllables. Maybe I'll do that next. My next lesson, I'll talk to you about counting syllables. I think as adults, we know what that means, but kids really have a hard time with this. They'll give me one verse with 7 syllables, and the next one's got 17. And I go, wow, we just can't match these up. They don't sound like the same song. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, I want to write a song, something pretty, not too long, full of wisdom and love, a song for you. I want to write a song, something witty and fun, full of hope, full of joy, just for you. It's starting to sound like it might come along. Did you guys want another song from me from an old one? Well, I'll sing it. You can cut out now if you want to. I'm done. But if you want to stick around, I'll give you another one. This is, like I said, from years before. Take what you have and give it to the poor. Leave it all behind and follow me. Oh, take what you have and give it to the poor. Leave it all behind and follow me. Did you recognize that? That's what Jesus said to the rich man. Okay, so I had pictured this in a play, although I've never used it yet. I'm still waiting to get a chance to use it. So Jesus is talking to him. He says, "What do I have to do?" He says, "Take what you have and give it to the poor." And then his answer is, because we don't know his answer, right? It just says he went away sad. He says, "Jesus, there must be some other way. Jesus, it's too much to pay. Jesus, what do you want from me? It's more than any man can take. What you have and give it to the poor. Leave it all behind and follow me. Oh, take what you have and give it to the poor. Leave it all behind. Leave it all behind. Leave it all behind and follow me. It's more than any man can pay. Leave it all behind and follow me."